Papoose was out here looking for a trick. And he got one. Yes, beautiful girl, beautiful, gorgeous girl. Y'all ain't gonna tell me Claressa ugly. I'm sorry, she's not. Don't care what 50 Cent got to say. At this point, the way 50 Cent running through women around here, I don't even think he really like women like that, in my opinion. Okay? Accused of doing some of the same things Diddy has been accused of, so I don't care. Everything but the baby oil. Everything.
Y'all, take a breath, because what's about to surface isn't just shocking, it threatens to rip the mask off the entire celebrity narrative as we know it. Allegedly, Claressa Shields, the untouchable champion the public crowned flawless, has been carrying a hidden reality no one was prepared for. While timelines painted her as Papoos's unbreakable partner, whispers behind closed doors tell a far darker story. Sources claim Claressa was secretly entangled in a volatile, private connection with her ex-fiancé Tony Rich. And then the ground shifted because Tasha K reportedly unveiled receipts that changed everything. Leaked recordings, intimate voice notes, and concealed messages allegedly expose moments so calculated, so personal, they feel impossible to dismiss. According to claims made during Tasha K's live broadcast, Claressa and Tony were allegedly discovered inside a high-end 5-star hotel, locked in a moment that went far beyond coincidence. Embraces lingered. Boundaries vanished. The closeness alone stunned viewers, but the implications cut deeper. The leaks reportedly suggest something far more disturbing, a long-term strategy. An alleged plan to exploit Papoos's platform, resources, and reputation while maintaining a carefully curated public image. And in a cruel twist, while Papoose was rumored to be involved with Taseki behind the scenes, even he allegedly had no clue he was being deceived from every direction at once. Once the material hit the internet, chaos followed instantly. Screenshots spread. Clips circulated. And Claressa, according to online speculation, appeared to spiral, scrambling to contain a narrative already slipping through her fingers. But the damage was done. The proof was out and the momentum couldn't be stopped. Papoos's response? Shocked silence mixed with visible devastation. Remy Ma, on the other hand, chose no restraint, publicly mocking the collapse, transforming private betrayal.
Every time you come up, mentions me, says anything, or do anything that I don't like, every time your current come up situation, I'ma drag you. And every time you bring your little girly self on here and saying something, I'ma drag you. Every time, Willie. I'm gonna drag you every time, Willie.
Willie. Because it was a few of y'all in my comments saying, Papoose name ain't Willie. It ain't Willie. He should go line again. It ain't Willie. Well, the reason people don't know his real name is because he goes.
Fasten your seatbelt, because what's about to unravel isn't just shocking, it's the kind of revelation that rattles perception and refuses to let go. Allegedly, Claressa Shields, the celebrated champion the world applauded without question, has been operating in two realities at once, and the contrast is explosive. While headlines framed her as Papoos's unwavering partner, glowing across timelines as part of a flawless celebrity pairing, a hidden narrative was allegedly unfolding off-camera. Behind locked doors, sources claim Claressa was quietly involved in a deeply private, emotionally charged, and carefully controlled connection with her former fiancé, Tony Rich. And this isn't rumor alone. Tasha K allegedly released material that threatens to fracture the internet. Audio recordings, concealed voice notes, and private messages reportedly expose layers of interaction so intimate and calculated that fans are struggling to process what they're hearing. According to details shared on Tasha K's High Voltage podcast, Claressa and Tony were allegedly seen together inside a lavish 5-star hotel, sharing moments that crossed every expected boundary. The closeness wasn't subtle. The energy wasn't innocent. Physical affection and emotional familiarity reportedly played out in ways meant to remain unseen, yet every second was allegedly documented. But the affair itself wasn't the most disturbing element. What truly stunned listeners was the alleged blueprint behind it all. Claims suggest Claressa and Tony weren't just reconnecting, they were allegedly plotting. Mapping out how to leverage Papoos's visibility, credibility, and financial reach while maintaining a pristine public illusion. Each leaked exchange reportedly paints a portrait of deception, so deliberate that it redefines the meaning of trust. The narrative darkens further when another layer surfaces. On a parallel path, Papoose himself was allegedly involved with Taseki, quietly mirroring the secrecy unfolding around him. Online, the couple projected unity, affectionate posts, supportive captions, and curated moments designed to sell devotion. Offline, however, betrayal allegedly became routine. Tasha K's broadcast reportedly emphasized how deeply both sides were willing to perform. The moment the alleged receipts surfaced online, the collapse was instant and uncontrollable, splintering Claressa Shields' reality and Papooses in ways no one had prepared for. What spilled out wasn't framed as a simple secret romance. It allegedly revealed a methodical betrayal engineered with chilling precision. The woman once celebrated for standing 10 toes down in public suddenly appeared, in leaked material, speaking in hushed tones about leveraging Papooses' name, access, and reputation. According to the claims, she and Tony Rich weren't acting on impulse, they were planning. Every message, every recording reportedly reinforced the same disturbing idea. The love fans watched unfold online was performance, while the real intimacy lived elsewhere, hidden and protected. As the story broke wider, Tasha K's podcast reportedly became the epicenter of the storm. Clips were paused, replayed, and broken down frame by frame as messages were read aloud for millions to hear. In the alleged audio, Claressa and Tony were heard speaking casually, even joking, about how useful Papooses' trust was to their advantage, discussing optics, timing, and control. The intimacy exposed went far beyond words. Visual material and audio fragments reportedly revealed a closeness so intense it shattered the narrative fans had believed for months. The contradiction between private behavior and public declarations hit like whiplash, sending social media into overdrive as users dissected every second and shared it at lightning speed. Papooses' response, pieced together through commentary and alleged reactions, was described as raw disbelief layered with visible emotional collapse. Despite his own rumored entanglements, including a quiet connection with Taseki, this revelation reportedly struck deeper than expected. Viewers described his demeanor as hollowed out, as if the betrayal landed all at once. Debates ignited online, with many questioning whether warning signs had been ignored or deliberately hidden. Then came Remy Ma's voice, sharp, unapologetic, and viral. Her reactions reportedly cut both ways, calling out Claressa's alleged manipulation while openly ridiculing Papooses' misplaced trust, transforming the fallout into a moment of cultural reckoning. As pressure mounted, Claressa allegedly unraveled in real time. Insiders claimed she moved quickly into damage control, challenging the credibility of the leaks and questioning motives, but the effort appeared futile. By then, the material had already spread uncontrollably. Commentators lined up timelines, cross-referenced messages, and compared private recordings to polished public appearances. The conclusion many drew felt unavoidable. There were two versions of Claressa operating at once. One crafted for applause, the other allegedly coordinating deception alongside Tony, while Papoose remained unaware of the full scope of what was unfolding behind him. Each newly surfaced clip reportedly deepened the sense of disaster, unfolding like a slow, relentless collapse. Viewers watched with equal parts outrage and fascination as the alleged behavior mirrored accusations Claressa had once condemned in others. The irony added weight to the narrative, intensifying emotional reactions across platforms. Papoose became emblematic of betrayed loyalty, not flawless, but blindsided. Meanwhile, Claressa and Tony were framed as symbols of ambition unchecked by conscience, their alleged strategy dissected endlessly by audiences who couldn't look away. By the time this chapter reached its peak, the private had fully transformed into spectacle. Audiences described emotional exhaustion mixed with compulsive curiosity, bouncing between disbelief and grim intrigue. Every whisper, every pause in the audio, every revealed plan was replayed and reinterpreted. Conversations expanded beyond gossip into speculation about long-term consequences, careers at risk, reputations permanently altered, and trust publicly dismantled. The alleged contrast between image and intention became the core of the discussion, exposing how affection and fame could allegedly be turned into weapons. The controversy reportedly evolved beyond infidelity into something broader and darker, a portrait of manipulation loops, selective morality, and emotional double standards. Hashtags surged, clips trended, and the names involved dominated feeds without pause. Gossip channels, reaction videos, and breakdowns fed off the same material, each adding fuel to a fire that showed no signs of burning out. What started as leaked content allegedly matured into a case study in how scandal multiplies when perception collapses. As the saga continued, the emotional fallout reportedly became impossible to ignore. Claressa's once solid public image appeared to erode under relentless scrutiny. Papooses' pain resonated widely, while Tony Rich's role added another layer of disbelief. Remy Ma's commentary ensured the story never cooled, keeping it front and center across platforms. Audiences remained locked in, debating blame, rewatching clips, and reliving every exposed moment. What allegedly began as a hidden arrangement had become a full-scale cultural spectacle, a story of ambition, betrayal, and illusion that left the public stunned and unwilling to look away. The fallout from the alleged leaks didn't just stun audiences, it reportedly ripped through Claressa Shields' world like an unstoppable force. What surfaced wasn't limited to claims of a hidden romance. It allegedly uncovered a calculated framework of deception concealed beneath a polished celebrity image. Each exposed whisper, each uncovered exchange, painted the picture of a woman living two separate realities. In public, unwavering loyalty to Papoose. In private, the narrative reportedly grew heavier when Papooses' emotional collapse spilled into the open, turning scandal into tragedy. Allegedly caught completely off guard, he faced the cruel symmetry of being deceived through the same mechanisms of influence and trust that had once followed him. Viewers described the shift as jarring, watching a figure known for composure visibly unravel under the weight of the revelations. Tony Rich's presence in the story only intensified the damage, transforming the situation into a volatile triangle of secrecy, intimacy, and calculated disloyalty that dominated conversation across platforms. Remy Ma's voice reportedly pushed the story into overdrive. Her remarks, sharp and unapologetic, sliced through the chaos with biting irony. She openly questioned Papooses' faith in Claressa while drawing attention to how the alleged manipulation mirrored accusations once leveled against him. The response ignited fierce online debates, splitting audiences between anger, disbelief, and compulsive fascination. With every comment and reaction, the scandal expanded, reportedly cementing itself as one of the most emotionally charged celebrity controversies of the year. According to claims surrounding Tasha K's releases, the material revealed a chilling duality, private intimacy woven together with deliberate planning. Allegedly, listeners heard conversations focused not on emotion alone, but on control, concealment, and gain. Discussions reportedly centered on timing, protection of the secret, and extracting value from Papooses' visibility. What disturbed audiences most was the level of intention implied, suggesting that Claressa's public devotion may have been carefully maintained to distract from maneuvers happening behind the scenes. The realization reportedly left fans unsettled, forced to question how long the image of loyalty had masked something far colder. As additional content surfaced, the emotional pressure reportedly intensified. Each new leak added depth to a narrative built on heartbreak and duplicity. Audiences combed through audio, reread messages, and speculated endlessly about motive and consequence. The story evolved beyond gossip into a broader examination of fame, deception, and the gap between perception and reality. Allegedly, the betrayal felt unavoidable in hindsight, a beloved public figure maintaining admiration while secretly advancing a private agenda that left real damage behind. This saga, according to widespread reaction, extended beyond exposing a relationship. It allegedly highlighted the destructive cost of ambition when paired with secrecy and manipulation. Claressa's long-standing image reportedly fractured as evidence suggested personal gain took precedence over trust and emotional accountability. Papooses' pain became emblematic of the fallout, while Tony Rich's role underscored how intentional the deception appeared. Remy Ma's ongoing commentary ensured the narrative stayed alive, amplifying the drama into a sustained viral moment. At its peak, the scandal reportedly consumed public attention. Every conversation, every pause in audio, every revealed exchange became material for analysis. Feeds were flooded with speculation about reputations, careers, and irreversible consequences. The combination of emotional exposure, strategic deceit, and intimacy allegedly created a story too gripping to escape, dominating gossip spaces and digital discourse alike. When the noise finally slowed, the damage remained. Claressa Shields' alleged actions, Papooses' public heartbreak, Tony Rich's involvement, and Remy Ma's relentless commentary had converged into a controversy that felt raw, manipulative, and unforgettable. Viewers remained locked in, unable to turn away from a narrative that peeled back the glamour of celebrity life and exposed the heavy cost of double identities hidden behind fame, influence, and curated perfection. Allegedly, this chapter will linger as one of the most shocking, emotionally loaded, and viral celebrity dramas to define the year. And now the implosion hits its most volatile stage. What was once whispered behind closed doors has detonated in full view. Claressa Shields' alleged secret involvement with Tony Rich, the private coordination, and the ultimate betrayal of Papoose have all collided at once. The aftermath is brutal. The leaked recordings, messages, and voice notes didn't simply suggest infidelity. They allegedly exposed a cold, deliberate operation built on manipulation, emotional leverage, and sustained deception. Audiences are transfixed, replaying fragments obsessively, parsing every tone change, every pause, every hidden meaning. Screenshots flood timelines. Clips circulate without mercy. The internet is in full meltdown mode, locked in argument and disbelief. And at the center of it all is a cruel reversal. Papoose, a man familiar with complicated dynamics, now forced to confront the reality of being maneuvered and misled. His reaction feels stripped of armor, painfully real, a reminder that status doesn't protect anyone from emotional collapse. Remy Ma's presence only intensifies the chaos. Her commentary cuts sharp, unapologetic, transforming private devastation into public spectacle. Each reaction fans the flames, ensuring the narrative refuses to cool. Claressa's alleged double life, Tony's role in sustaining it, and Papooses' visible shock fuse into a storyline that feels both tragic and hypnotic. This moment goes beyond rumor. It illustrates how unchecked ambition, secrecy, and calculated choices can fracture trust instantly, erasing years of image building in a matter of hours. For those watching it unfold, this isn't just entertainment, it's a cautionary tale playing out in real time. The revelations demand attention, forcing uncomfortable questions to surface. What happens when the version you believed in never existed? What's left when loyalty turns out to be performance? Stay locked in, because the unraveling isn't finished. More pieces are waiting to surface. More truths are still buried. The fallout is far from complete. Keep watching. Keep questioning. Because once exposure reaches this level, nothing returns to what it was. Millions are tuned in. Millions are reacting. And this story is still writing itself. Don't look away. This is the kind of scandal that leaves a permanent mark, and you're watching it happen as it unfolds.